Hello and welcome. Before we get into this tier list, all right. Before we get into this controversialness, all right. Yo, like and subscribe for me real quick. We're trying to hit 100 subs by the end of the year. So if y'all can help me out with that, that'd be kind of lit. Hey, yo, help me out with that. Hey, but today we got opinions. The most forbidden word to use on the internet is opinion. Oh shoot, almost knocked my mic over. But this is my tier list right here. Uh, yeah, you like that? Or no? You know, I made this tier list in a recording. It was 40 minutes long, and then I realized my voice wasn't recorded. So, new mic, new issues. So we're here with this. I'm gonna just go over instead of just making the tier list. I'm gonna go over my decisions. And before we get started, comment right now if I'm an idiot. If you agree with the tier list, or you just want to comment. I've seen enough. Tech Gohan is better. Return the monkey. All that. Just spam that down there, man. I'm stupid. But things to discuss. All right, I think Int God Goku. We see him down there in A tier. I feel like he's underrated. I like to think of him as a nerfed AGLUI Goku, and the fact that I can think of him like that, I think he's pretty good. I don't think he's an S tier or Z tier or anything like that. I just think he's very solid, and not a lot of people talk to him. 50% chance to dodge, 50% chance to crit is pretty good. His attack stats could be higher, and his defense and attack are based on how many pure and hybrid Saiyans. So it's a little weird, a little wonky, but he can get the job done definitely. I've used him in a few God events, a few God event runs. So pretty solid unit. The third year Lars right in front of him. I think they're not as good as Int Rose. Int Rose just hits too hard and has mad defense. So I think his defense being that low kind of cucks him from being in S tier, in my opinion personally. But he's good. He's good. His link partners are also mediocre. If we get deeper into the tier list, the blue fusions underrated, just flat out. That when they transform, it's over. Their base forms are they're good. They can do like a 4 million attack stat and then do two additional supers at like 2 million. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So they do like an 8 million attack stat. Yee. Yeah, like I said, when they transform, it's over. Gogeta's at like turn one, 4 million super effective against all types. Mine has 25 additional, so he's basically doing a guaranteed additional super every rotation. So I value him higher than Vegito because Gogeta's doing two supers is more valuable than Vegito doing three. It does like twice the damage or something like that. AGL Super Saiyan Goku is high up there because his Rainbow Orb changing and he hits hard and his defense is good. He aged very well. Came out in the same slot as BoJack Movie Gohan, which is up there in S tier as well. Now my Z tier I feel is very set in stone. I was talking about it when I made the tier list that I feel like these three units have more utility and can bring more to the table than Goku and Frieza can. So I personally would do this, but I feel like a lot of people would value me as a person doing this. Because I feel like Turles has similar defense, but more attack and better utility than them. And he's a support unit. But Turles can't always be super effective. So that's another counter argument. I feel like Turles is better than them, than Vegeta and Goku in Buhan, personally. This is an opinion. This can be changed around. I'm not a stickler for some of these things. So like I said, you could do this. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't really care. You can do this. Goku better, Vegeta better than Goku. Uh, whole bunch of things. I might actually do this. I think I might do that. I think that's better. I really like this guy to Goku, man. I feel like he's very underrated. These two, although they're good, they kind of like this guy relies on this guy, and this guy relies on STR Bojack, which clearly isn't on here. But Do I need to talk about the bottom? Well, if they get easy A's, they'll shoot up. But for now, they're there. They do a lot. All these guys do a lot of damage because they're LR stats. But I feel like what they bring to the table is limited because of how old they are. Their kits are pretty low, low tier. But Goku Trunks and Pan is underrated, but they're only on like 3 teams. So, are they really overrated? I don't think so. Their links are weird. Goku Black and Zamasu are in Bardock and Beerus actually. All three are like above these guys. Just due to Goku Black and Zamasu after the link update. I have a video, level 10 links with one dupe in them right now up on my channel. If you want to go watch that, they have like 150k defense and 7 million attack stats, fully built up, pretty good. LR Bardock, constant 5 million attack stats. Also have a video up on him. With 150k defense with like 5 million attack stats. I put him a little bit above it because he doesn't hit that like that hard. 5 million is good, but he also seals on that 5 million attack stat, which I feel like could be helpful. These guys are kind of you need full-time travelers. These guys have no, like, their defense is They have the dodge, but when they transform or exchange, they're broken. But it's kind of hard to do. I'm actually gonna do this. Yeah, that seems right. Just because their exchange is better than their exchange. Broly Chilemo, too limited, but they're pretty solid. There's still not a unit like them, even after a year they've been out. Baby is really good, but I feel like he's a little bit worse than Full Power Freeze. I feel like him and Full Power Freeze are pretty similar in the numbers they do, but Freezes are just easier to get, I would say, because he has Fierce Battle and he has easier link partners. And Bojack and Fizz, I already talked about them. These guys are still solid. They just hit high numbers. They just have high numbers. And them getting Rainbow, extra key on Rainbow key spheres is pretty good. Aunt Rose just hits hard. This guy, I already talked about him. Gohan and Goten has aged pretty weirdly. Obviously, they're still pretty good. But I feel like AGL Gohan is just aged better than them. That's why he's a little bit ahead of them. Because he's aged better. I use this guy on like 1,000 billion God event runs, and I use these guys on 0. So that just goes to show this guy could be good, but he's is he on good teams? I feel like I like Transformation Boost, but like I feel like I never use this guy. I don't know why. Tech Broly is still very good. He's underrated. I feel like his defense is underrated for sure, because he gets his defense on Super and he's in LR with LR stats, so the multiplier is a bit bigger. This guy, good, but limited. I bet you can't even get his full link set active with his, what's it called? They need to make a Goku that has, like, prodigies to make this guy, like, good. Like, super mega bust. He's still really good. Like, with his actor skill, 55% for me. He's, like 8 mil attack stat, 200k defense. Pretty good, I would say. These two, still really good. Active skills, their defense after super, how easy it is to get their 18 key, etc. Still strong. This Goku I talked about, Rainbow Orb, Change K and Caulifla, still aged as beautifully as they're still good as they used to be. But just all these units have power crept them, especially the Cell with the link level update. He's kind of insane now, but I feel like he is a little overrated in the fact that most of his defense and attack comes from multiple enemies, and I feel like people see that in Extreme Super Battle and they think he can do that in the God event. And my Cell type effective is gonna hit for like 15k by type effective. So you know, well he has type neutral, not type neutral. He has type advantage. Thank you, me. You're smart. We have this Gohan. I feel like he's kind of weird. I don't know. He has that really good key mechanic that Boo and Goku and Vegeta have, except like he does the guaranteed additionals as well, and he's like a nerfed version of them. It's just really weird. I don't know. It's like a nerfed version of them. I don't know. So he's still high, but not as high as them, where they have all that stuff that they do as well. Goku and Vegeta, I feel like, are underrated by some people. I feel like most people do know how good they are, though, because you know you could say they're too reliant on Rainbow Key Spheres, but are they though? Because they do still hit like 5-6 million attack stats. So, you know, the rainbow keystrokes are just a bonus, but they do want them though. I would prefer them to get them, and especially they've got a lot of teams that have rainbow orb changers now. The Kamehameha team you can fit orb changers on now with the new Goten and Trunks. The hell? My mic's about to collapse. Thank you. Sorry about that. What? Okay. Interesting. It's an interesting turn of events. Thank you. Thank you very much. My mic stand just collapsed. Sorry about that noise. It's a whole lot of noise actually. But yeah, they don't really need it. The teams, the also combination has the Int Gotenks and Ghost. So that's also helpful. But yeah, a ton of their teams have Rainbow Orb changes now. At the time of this recording. We get to, this is a little controversial, 17 and Frieza in Universe 7. These guys don't really have a role on the Universe 7 team, but I don't think that devalues them in any way. I feel like they would have been a lot better if they just gave defense at the start of turn to the entire rotation, like a support passive. Because they're not really technically a slot 1 unit. They don't have slot 1 defense. If they had slot 1 defense, that would make them a lot better. But they're still pretty good. 17 and Frieza, I love this unit. I adore this unit. I feel like they're underrated as hell. They're a slot 2 monster. After one turn, I don't think they're like up here. I don't think they're top 10 turn 1. Anything past turn 1, I think they're definitely S tier. They're definitely up here. They're number 10 exactly on my tier list for me, in my opinion. That's pretty funny. They could have been a lot better though. I do think these two units could have been a lot better, but I don't think that devalues them as a unit just because they're not as good as these top tier monsters. I don't think that's fair to say. Let me explain further. They can become like Z tier for 1 turn on their active skill turn. Yes, it's hard to get, but they can do it. What else? First turn, their lowest turn, you can just put them with AGL UI Goku. That's why I prefer to run them in hard content. Because UI Goku is just bobbing and weaving turn 1, slot 1, I mean. And these guys in the second slot, they will take damage turn 1, but it's minimal. It's minimal. If you get unlucky, it's a lot. If you get unlucky and don't get either of the normals, and they're only at 7% damage reduction, then that's pretty bad. And that also could affect further rotations, but they're good, I would say. I feel like they're a little slept on. When they're fully built up, they're ridiculous. They're definitely S tier when they're fully built up. Jiren, obvious, hit hard, big defense. Obvious, he's here. His active skill is ridiculous as well in Super Battle Road, etc. If you can get, I found it's pretty tough to get that, but it still exists, so I will count it towards this. STR UI Goku, I feel like you could do this, back and forth, etc. But his dodges are too good, even though he doesn't dodge for me. But I've seen him dodge for other people. He's really good. It's kind of funny because the AGL UI Goku is like untouchable on my account. Like I never get hit with him. And then this STR UI Goku could just get slapped all the time. I don't know. It's just me. Actually, I've heard a lot of people say it's like 30% chance. It's kind of funny. Boo, good. I don't think he's as good as these 5 though. Well, I do think he's as good as these 2, these 3. But I feel like he's definitely lower because you can only run him next to Boo units when this guy can only be run with Turles. If we get another top tier Turles, this guy is gonna go here. I'm just letting you know. But what's it called? Yeah, he can only be run next to Boo, so I put him here. That's literally it. I you could do this. I don't know. I don't care. It's up to you. This is my tier list. Okay. Goku and Vegeta, they're busted. They got the little funny mechanic where you can just pop their active skill and not use Vegito. That's fun. You can see where super attacks are, then close the app for better defense. Very good. If you want to go offense, just keep Vegito out. Very simple. That's them. We all know what we all know what these four do. I want to talk about Turles, my favorite unit, second favorite unit in the game. You know, he's pretty cool. Thank you for vacuuming in the middle of my video, by the way. Appreciate that. But so we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up quick. Goku and Frieza, I want to put them here, but I want to keep up appearances, so we're gonna put them there. Okay, I called them the third best unit in the game in my video, so we're gonna keep them there. Vegeta slept on. He's a little bit worse. UI Goku, don't get it messed up. All right, he's still broken as hell, and UI Goku is number one very easily. So that's my tier list. Let me know what you thought. Is this a good tier list? Do you like my tier list? Do you hate my tier list? Do you want to kill me? Do you want to find where I live because of my tier list? Please don't do that. I don't live anywhere. I'm past the 9 circles. All right. You don't know where I'm at. So definitely don't look at me ending the video on my PC right now. And I'm gonna see you guys next time. Bye.